Now then, please present the court proof that the witness had a motive. Maybe he broke his glasses so we killed him. Probably the con artist thing, right?
Take that!
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage. An invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops that raised the brilliant artist. They disrupted the genius work. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a victim of that group. He was victimized by this group of con artists. Is that right? And to take his revenge, he's looking for the names and numbers of the con artists. Hold on, Nick. What are you talking about? If that's true, then he doesn't have a motive to kill Dustin Prince. Yeah, I guess not. What is it? You became quiet all of a sudden. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to try one more time. Alright, so this one I'm actually getting penalized for. I can't do the wrong answers. Alright, one more time, Mr. Wright. Why would the witness have con artist? He's a member of the group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? It is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, What was this something he didn't agree with the witness? I'm not sure, actually. It's not the names list. Wait. Right. Is it that he was a police officer, maybe? That's probably what it was. Whoops. Wrong button.
Take that!
What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone... God, I just realized. Dustin Prince. Because, you know, Prince, like, fingerprint. Dang it! Had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone was with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman could ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they'd already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. Seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Ha. Whoa. Impressive. Not for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence? Ugh, that guy's really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number, this suspicious con artist group, that they're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Fingerprints on the phone? Or the phone stored numbers? Maybe we just call and be like, hey, who am I? Probably not fingerprints. I'm pretty sure we've handled it a lot. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? Well, we calm down real quick. What we're trying to determine is who that phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I'll have to reject the defense's proposal. That jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Fingerprints? Dustin Prince? I've got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. What? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it. I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching a third-rate trash babble like morons among themselves. Ugh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember. Marsh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright. If you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where's my penny? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Let's wait and see. It's no use. I can't do any more. There's nothing left. Nothing left but to go back home and... Not that I know... What are you mumbling about? Well, you're you, Nick. And because you're you, you can't give up now. Because I'm me? Alright, since you know me so well, what would I do? That's easy. For starters, you'd raise your voice and object. So, for now, I should at least say something.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination is already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Why is this always against us so much? Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. I've actually been wondering, can I save? Yeah, you can. Okay, you can save data. So you can be like, yeah, save that. Okay, that's good, because I was like, I think you could save in the original game. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, It's over for your client and for you. We're just gonna assume they're guilty even though we've, done things to kind of prove that it probably wasn't them. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Shut up, Mr. Payne. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please, present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. I'm a defense attorney. So what's the one piece of evidence that explains everything? I'm not sure right off, to be honest. Where does hat go? Is it the business card? We haven't used that yet. I don't know, let's try it.
Take that!
Why, thank you. How nice. Yeah, please, have one of mine. The ink is strong and clear, but I can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card. And that is the name on the card. Oh crap, I think I'm gonna fail that. The name on the card that tells people who I am. It even told me that I'm Phoenix Wright. Did you not know that? Nope. What's the meaning of this nonsense? Mr. Wright, get a hold of yourself and start behaving like a proper lawyer. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This is a clear-cut case with little reason for doubt, and further deliberation will not be required here. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird. She's just guilty because you didn't find out who really did it, because that makes sense. The court will surrender. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Saluting till the end. Well, that didn't go so well. Alright. So yeah, we probably regularly want to make some saves, I'm thinking. Now, there's gotta be a skip option, right? I'm pretty sure there is. It's under options. Although I can't see, there's extra options that I can't see from this menu. I must have to do them from off the screen. Oh well, it wasn't that far away. I'll just click through it really fast. Alright, so, Phoenix business card.
Take that!
The back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Oh, the idiotic, stupid things to... What? Why is my phone? And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Ah! No, 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 I can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Wow, he gonna die. Oh, he gonna die. Look at him. Well, that was strange. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and he's been taken away, Your Honor. He suffered some minor brain damage from the lack of oxygen. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Get the confetti out, boys. Can you please stop throwing confetti in my courtroom? That is all. This court is adjourned. The jury's just sitting there with their little bags of confetti. They knew this moment was going to happen. They've seen a phoenix, right? Fight? I don't know. What is this? Yeah. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. Ah, crap. Have I not been recording audio this whole freaking time? Well, that's fun. Didn't record audio this whole time. Why does this keep happening to me? Dang it. That's gonna be a lot of editing. Okay. I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person. instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. Ha 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 ha. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. It's that you're guilty! This person. I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earthton Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. A brand new episode has been added! Yeah, sure, let's save. Well, I just realized I might have wanted to go back and replay that. I guess I don't have the option now. Dang it. I mean, I could, actually. It's not like I couldn't just select the first mission again. No, I didn't want it. I didn't want to start. No, stop. Alright, well, I decided to go ahead and just quit out there. We'll continue from here next time. I can't remember. I thought the audio was working at the beginning of the video. Like, I thought I remember seeing that. I wonder if, when I was plugging in my headphones, I did something. I guess I'll have to look back and see, but I think I'm probably just gonna re-edit the music back in and, obviously leave the sound effects out, I think is how we'll do it. I hate doing it that way, but it's the easiest way to do it without having to, like, literally replay the whole thing. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Bye!